Hello, how's it going, ma'am? What's going on?
Okay, I have a restraining order against Alyssa Kirkpatrick, and she's on the phone. She's been talking a lot of, even her mother.
Okay. So that's her on the phone right now?
Yes.
So any way you can get her to admit who she is? Because I don't want to introduce myself, and then she denies and hangs up.
That's why she's right there on the phone, and I've been recording on the other one.
Okay.
They've been, right now it's on mute, and they're going at it.
Yeah, I figured that's why I was trying to not, say too much while you were on muted.
But they're just there on the phone just talking.
Okay. And did they call you, or what happened?
Well, it's because I was on the phone with my boyfriend, her ex-husband. So I've been hearing the whole conversation, and all of a sudden she started talking. Let me just let them know that I'm still here.
Yeah.
¿Todo está bien allí o qué?
Acting up right now.
Try to just let them talking that way. If you can still, so she won't hear the cops. Okay, so at first, I dropped him off here. Then I was gonna go home, and then he tells me, "Can you bring me something to drink?" I was gonna go to the 7-Eleven, so I went that way. I saw her. She flipped me off. And then from there, I went to the 7-Eleven. She was there, and then she followed me. I was trying to record her because she almost hit the Jeep from behind, trying to pass. So I came here. I told them and everything. Then she parked here, and then she left that way, and James was on that side.
Okay.
So he went inside the Jeep. They left with her. They were talking, and I was still on the phone with him.
Okay.
So I was hearing the whole conversation, but at times it would cut off. So what happened? He even told her, she's on the phone. She's on the line. She's hearing everything you're saying. So I stayed here listening, and then they passed through there. Then she started to talk.
So, is he with Alyssa right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So they
what are they doing together right now?
He wanted to talk. He wanted to talk to her about the kids.
Okay.
But with her, it's hard to talk about the kids. Because at first, I want to talk about the kids, this and that, and then it turns it into just them two. I want to be with you, this and that, and everything. And he told her, but I don't. You'd rather be with some other guy. Go with him instead of whatever. So she started talking to me. Oh, you this, you que. Running her mouth, and I told her, well, I'm right here. You know where I'm at. If you really want to say something, I'm right here. Well, it's because you have the restraining order, and I told her, if you say that you're tough enough, come here and pull up. I'm right here. So then she took him all the way to Berino, and she started doing that. But even in the restraining order, the judge said, if she calls you or whatever, or if she's using your name or saying your name, I can use the restraining order.
Do you have the restraining order in hand?
It's in my car. I have a copy of it.
Yeah, could I see that? Sure. You could read through the see what kind of stipulations are on in there.
Yeah, it's because I'm tired of this. And then all I said was, I told her, your kids don't even want to be with you because you're not a good mother.
When did you tell her that?
I told her earlier.
Okay. When she was talking through his phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why she started saying, oh, my mom, my sister, and this, and now she wants to come over. Now because the mom and the sister want to come.
Okay. So, obviously you have a right to be here, you know? Your boyfriend lives here. I'm not going to tell you to leave or force you to leave because I can't, right? But, if she comes through, as I see it right now, from my perspective, I don't see a restraining order violation. Your boyfriend's the one he's the one that called you, and she's with her boyfriend, and she's talking to you, but through his phone, right? So it's kind of like a weird situation, and honestly, I'm out to present this situation to the district attorney to see what their opinion is on it. But me personally, I don't see the restraining order violation because you're willfully on the call right now. You are, you know. So it's kind of like you know, like I said, it might be, it might not. I need to make a couple phone calls to see if there is probable cause for an arrest here, okay?
Okay.
And in that case, we'd write up someone smarter than me, the district attorney.
Okay.
and we're not going with it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a really weak case, and it kind of, to a certain point, it seems like you guys are trying to set her up. You know. So in a situation where she would have called you to talk.
Yeah, because he's the one.
Yeah,
who...
but Kirkpatrick is the one. James is the one that called you.
No. We were on the phone. Me and James were on the phone.
Okay.
And then, like I said, she picked him up, but we were on the phone, me and James.
Okay.
And he just told me, just stay on the line, don't say anything, just hear everything that she's gonna tell me.
Let me ask you this question: why is he still affiliating with her if you have a protection order against her? I know there's kids involved and stuff, but like to a certain extent, shouldn't he start distancing himself to the point where it's just about the kids?
He does, but she's the one who's always calling him and texting him. I want to see you.
Okay.
Because she
can do that. He's not the protected party, right? Like he has to come out of him to say, ¿Sabes qué? Hasta aquí. I'm not gonna deal with you.
He does, but she's the one who's always following her and following him and. Yeah.
But to a certain extent, it's a little bit of 50-50, right? It's his job to say, I'm not going to be hanging out with you, you know? Because now it presents this situation that we're experiencing right now, where this is a hard case, you know?
Yeah.
In a situation, if she shows up here knowing that you're here, she pulls up in her vehicle, that changes circumstances, she will go to jail because she's not supposed to be within 25 feet of you, okay? What's up? No? And did she come within 25 yards?
She parks right there.
Where did she pick him up this morning?
No. Like 2 blocks, 2 blocks down. Her boyfriend's house.
Yeah, and you know, if she's in her vehicle and she's parked in a public drive, in a public place, and you walk up to her, that changes the circumstances. You're the one putting yourself in that circumstance, right? If she comes within 25 feet of you, you know, that's the stipulations on the restraining order. If it's in a public place, she's parked in a public roadway.
If I was parked here, and she was on that side, is that 100 yards?
This is the public.
Like 2 blocks.
So it says your residence, right? If he comes within 100 yards of your residence.
But even the judge said as well, even if you're
so
at your
next time, tell the judge to stipulate that inside the restraining order violation. Okay. Make sure that it says household members, right? That he can't contact your household member, because he would be considered your household member. Maybe you guys aren't married, but you guys are a household member. Okay. Yeah, it's just a difficult circumstance right now. Okay.
Okay. I understand.
And I am going to do a police report on it just to document the situation, and to say that I spoke to the district attorney and they're the ones that didn't give me the okay for it. Okay. Yeah, and you know, you got to talk to him too. You know, stop talking to this woman. You know, it's just bad at times. It's bad. You know, everybody needs to be involved talking to him. ¿Sabes qué? Yes, I've dealt with James, and he can be a difficult character sometimes. You know, so I get it. Okay.
Showing dispatch 0903 on scene at 0908.
And it's hard, yeah, because there's kids involved, and when there's kids involved,
So once
it's
the
more
protective
difficult.
order comes in place and she tries
If he
to
has,
run her-
he needs to petition for a protection order
you're
himself.
For the what's it called? Some papers to get for her not to pick the boys.
the protective order.
Yeah, for them, because she goes and picks them up, and sometimes she doesn't send them for weeks to school just because that way he won't pick them up. So he already sent those papers in as well.
Okay. Yeah, get all that done. It's that way she can't contact him. You know, that's gonna be the best way. But that has to come out of him.
So what happened?
We were going to drop my son off this morning, and we crossed paths when we were coming back, because she took my youngest son from school, didn't let me know. We've had issues for a while now.
Okay.
I just 2 weeks ago, I turned in paperwork to district court for divorce and custody of my sons.
Okay.
Because she gets pissed off and drives around with them in the vehicle, putting them in danger, cutting off cars, and
Yeah, I know we've responded to a couple of your calls on
Yes,
that
sir.
before.
And I mean, I was here. She had just dropped me off because I was gonna work on my truck, and she drove by, and she was going to her house, well, our house, and then she pulled up here, And I was walking down the road because her little boyfriend lives 2 blocks down on Grants, the one that Anthony, Texas is looking for the house.
Yeah, what? Do you know his name?
Andres Gutierrez.
Yeah, okay.
And she went and pulled up, and she fucking wanted me to go in the vehicle with her. So I got in thinking we were going to talk, and she went all the way to her house in Berino. And she was still on the line with me to make sure I was fine. And she kept egging her on that she wanted to fight her. And she called her sister to pick her up from there because she left her vehicle there, the Jeep. Her mom was in the Jeep as well. And she got in with the sister and came all the way over here wanting to fight her. And freaking, my ex-mother-in-law, and I followed in the vehicle to make sure nothing happened, and because I needed a ride back over here.
Okay.
And from there, she gets off wanting to fight her and stuff. But
So which vehicle was Alyssa in?
she was in that gray one right there, her sister's car.
Okay. And was she driving it?
The sister was driving. She was in the
sister was
passenger seat.
driving. Okay.
Yeah, Desiree.
Okay. And you said that Alyssa actually got down?
Yeah, she got down at the corner over there and walked up to about halfway's in the fence here, my uncle's property. And I parked the vehicle there. The mother stayed in the vehicle. I got out, walked over here. The sister walked over saying to take Alyssa's Jeep to their house. And she's been right there whistling, trying to get her to come out and wanting to fight.
Okay.
It's been an ongoing. Last time they were following us, the sister got off and threw rocks at this vehicle. It's been a ongoing shit, for years now.
Okay.
So she wants to work things out, and then when I don't do what she says, she does this shit, comes and throws all my clothes and stuff. But it's already been enough, so I turned in the divorce papers.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
the
I
best
have
thing you can do for yourself, brother.
The case number or on my phone, I can look it up on the.
You don't have an active restraining order yet, though, right?
No, sir.
You
just turned it in 2 weeks ago. Then they mailed it back to me, and I have to take it back to them, or some. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a whole process. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And then, I had my sons living. Well, my son's with us, and took him to school. And she went and took the youngest one, Jason. He's 5. Because my older son, Isaac, James Isaac, he's 12 and he doesn't want to be there with her. So she doesn't, I don't know why she treats him so differently. But earlier on, because she was still on the line, they were exchanging words, whatever, and she even said herself, she's like, well, I don't give a fuck.
Unfortunately, we spoke to DAs about that one. And just because of the nature of you guys already having been on a call when she picked you up, and then her talking through that phone call that she didn't initiate, they're not going to go with any charges on that one. But I'm not sure about this one. More than likely, something will come out of this part.
She drove me over here, knowing that the chick in the Jeep has a restraining order on me. But she's provoking me, and I have video where she's there talking. I didn't know she was here, but like I said, I was with James and he drove my car.
You didn't know she was here?
Nah.
Alyssa, you didn't know she was here?
No, I didn't.
Alyssa,
What?
you didn't know she was here?
No, I didn't.
I just heard you on the phone talking smack to her.
Because he had me on the phone purposely. It was a trap.
You know, I know I get you, and that's why I didn't write a warrant for your arrest or anything like that.
I have where he's on the phone telling her that he's with me, and she's there talking. They both provoked me.
Okay, how'd you get here?
With her, because he had my truck, he had my Jeep, he drove my Jeep over here.
Okay. Where did she stop in the Jeep?
What do you mean? Who stopped?
Where were you?
I was in this vehicle. We were at my house at first.
Where's your Jeep?
He got off. My mom was with him. He got off, and I told my mom to take the Jeep because he purposely parked right there, knowing that she's right there. I told him, get my Jeep out of here. Just with my Jeep alone right here, that's all she needs to get me arrested.
Okay. Let me see the.
This is the she's on the phone with James,
provoking me.
Do you have any videos of when you showed up?
No, I don't actually. But if they have a camera and if they want to show their camera, you could see where he's getting off of the driver's side.
Okay.
He's getting off of the driver's side and my mom's getting off on the passenger side. And I told her, you need to get my Jeep out of here. If she's here, I can't even have my Jeep over here.
Okay. So how did James get in your car?
I had picked up James more down the block. I saw him walking and I picked him up.
For what?
But before that, because he had been wanting to talk. He was texting me last night wanting to talk.
Okay.
He's been texting me. And when I saw him on church, I think.
Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that,
No.
Alyssa?
No, I don't.
You mind if you just lift your hoodie up like this so I can see your waistline? Okay. So my officer is going to figure out what happened on that side because each person has their own story.
I know, and that's the thing. I'm already screwed. They're just gonna say it was me.
So you're going to tell me your story, they're going to tell me their story, and the truth is in the middle, okay?
Yeah, I know.
But how close did you
I have actually too where.
But how close did you come to her?
This is as far. I didn't get all the way over
Don't
there.
lie to me. I saw you walking from over there.
No, I was right here. This is as far, right here in
So
the
this
middle.
is where Kirkpatrick pulled up.
Yeah, he pulled up right in front of the trailer right here.
Central on 335 with that SSC.
He pulled up right here.
Coming back
He
to the
got off the
record.
driver's side, and my mom got off the passenger side. And this ain't the first time they kind of provoked me. She's driven behind me, knowing that she shouldn't be close to me. And she followed me one time from. I was on La Costa Street, and I ended up on the freeway out of La Costa. And what is
Let me
it,
ask you this. Have you been arrested? Were you arrested for that?
Central 35 with that
No,
SSC.
that's why.
Alyssa Marie Kirkpatrick.
Because she was behind me.
with brown
She
eyes.
didn't do
Called on the D.
anything.
David. There's a protection order out of DASO. Protective
And then?
parties, Miriam Ramirez.
What's it called? Because she was behind me, they didn't call the cops then. How come they didn't call the cops
Underwrite
then when
ticket.
she was behind me?
This is straight crazy.
I know it is. She wasn't here when I got James though. And if she was, I didn't see her.
Okay.
But James was over there on Church and Grant, or like by Grant Street, trying to start problems over there with somebody I know.
Let me ask
That's
you, every
where
time
I
you hang
can
out with James, what happens?
Some shit.
I'm always here, no?
Yeah.
Come on, man. When is it gonna like? When is it gonna click with you that maybe that's not the best idea?
That's what I've been trying to tell him. He's the one wanting to talk, and I told him like, why just the way it is? I know he's been with her. I told him, why are you begging me when I'm already trying to like move from that direction? Like, why do you keep bothering me? Why do you keep provoking me? She even says, oh yeah, I know he still bothers you. So what are we doing? That's what I was telling him. What are we doing?
Yeah,
then?
you have free will. You have free will to say I'm not gonna talk to you no more. Nah, block his number.
Yeah,
All
but
that. Do you have a new boyfriend?
He has. I've started talking to somebody, but that's where he
Well, let me
was
tell you
at.
that. How is that respectful? That you're hanging
But
out with her.
I'm not messing with James.
You were here with him.
Huh?
You're here with him. What if your new man was with hanging out with his ex?
Okay, there's a difference when we got kids. He wanted to act
Yeah,
like he
were
wanted
you
to
guys
talk about
talking
the
today
kids.
about- were you guys-
He wanted to act like he wanted to talk about the kids. That's the thing too.
Well, is he gonna believe that?
Huh?
Is your new man gonna believe that?
I don't know.
Probably not, huh? Lead to issues all around. All around there's issues when it comes to y'all two. So we still haven't made a determination, but there's a restraining order. It's in black and white. And you standing over here talking trash to her just because you're over here doesn't mean you can do that.
I know. But that's the thing. Don't like. Why are you calling and provoking me?
No. We're calling. If he calls you, if he's the one on the phone and you're not the one that called her, it's not your fault. James is the one that called her.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I told him too. Why are you doing this?
That's not-
having her on the line.
It kind of sounds like they're setting you up.
It was
Okay.
a setup.
It kind of looks like they're setting you
It
up.
was a
But if you're
setup.
standing over here and you're talking trash to her, that is out of your free will communicating with her. Let me ask you this: did you guys talk shit to each other while you were here? Out here, standing over here.
No.
You guys are far.
No.
You guys weren't talking shit to each other.
She did. No.
She what?
No.
She didn't say nothing at you.
Not once I was here.
She didn't say nothing while you were over here.
Not that I know. She was. I didn't hear what she was
Did
saying.
you say anything to her on that side?
If she was, I didn't.
Did you say anything to her? Talk shit?
I was calling James. I was calling James out because I told him like, why bring me over here, knowing it was a setup. It really was. And like a dumbass, I fell for it. it triggered me when she brought my kids into it. That's why.
When did she do that?
When she was on the phone telling me stuff. She brought my kids into it. So
Where are your kids at right now?
At school.
So what's the plan? Let's say you don't go to jail today.
Just get the hell out of here and
What's
not
your
come
plan?
back.
Not come back?
Yeah. Just if you let me leave, I'll just leave. The guy I talked to is on Grand Street. I can't even be there, huh?
What do you mean?
I can't be like if the guy I talked to is on.
What are we doing?
That's all there is here. Sadly, all these guys are no good.
Kick back right here. Don't go to your car, okay?
So with the recording of her provoking me, all of that, I could gather it, turn it to the courts to put a restraining order back on her, or
You could probably even, so you can, I'm not allowed to give you legal advice, but I guess I can help you out a little bit. So you could put into motion yourself to say, hey, she's provoking me, check it out. But how to go about that, I'm not too sure, okay? You're going to have to go talk to the court yourself, okay?
yeah, okay.
But you can do that.
Yeah, because like
That way you get dismissed. Because if she's the one provoking this stuff, maybe she's not the one that should have the restraining order.
No.
If they're going to continue to try to set you up like this, maybe they should have
I've
the restraining
already
order.
explained to them that she's using the restraining order to her advantage.
And every time we get called out, we do a report. So you're saying you don't have any proof? That's a lie, because every time we come out here and we don't arrest you on something like this, it's all recorded. You do a police report. One sec. Alyssa, do me a favor, turn around. You have anything in your pocket we should know that?
Just my phone.
Okay. You have a purse or something you want to go with you?
I don't have nothing on me.
Cool.
I gave my mom my mom had my wallet and stuff.
Okay.
Would I be able to write a number down later?
Yeah.
Card, cash, nothing like that. All right.
How soon can I get bailed out?
You're gonna have to go before a judge. So, Alyssa, what you're being arrested for is violation of a restraining order and aggravated stalking.
Aggravated stalking.
Yep, that's what happens when you violate a restraining order, is that it is a felony charge because it specifically states in violation of a restraining order.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. You good?
She's just right there too.
All right.
So getting provoked by her doesn't go against.
So when it comes to a restraining order,
Yeah.
the protected person cannot violate their own restraining order.
So she could come around me, provoke me, and everything, but I'm the one that gets provoked. All right.
Just like that.
If you want to tell me your side, I'll read you your rights, make sure you understand. Well, let me just give you an opportunity then. Make sure you understand your rights if you choose to after that. Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have the lawyer present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand these rights? Okay, with these rights in mind, do you want to speak to me?
I was provoked. That was it.
Okay. So you do want to speak to me about... Okay. When you say you were provoking, what do you mean? What happened?
So I was in Anthony doing for gas, and on the Church Street, I see that she's behind me. She was already texting me last night about wanting to talk. So I ended up going to his mom's. She did pass, but I didn't see her stop. And when I called James, he told me he's like, look behind you. I turned to look behind me, and I see him on Kalar, but down like almost like if it was Church Street. So then I turned around and I went, and that's how James ended up with me. I picked him up. We started driving around just talking. And then midway going to Berino, where I live, he's on the phone with her. And she's there just talking crap. on the phone. We both started talking crap to each other. And she kept saying about fighting and stuff, and I told her, you have a restraining order, I'm not dumb, like, you know I can't come around. And then just, from there, both of us were both going at it with, he was the one on the phone with her. And I told him, why are you calling her, provoking me, knowing that I can't even come around? When we were over there, I had gotten off my vehicle, and he had gotten on the driver's side. And that's when he drove this way. My sister was getting off work, and she drove this way because he was driving in my car. But my mom got in the vehicle like that. She knew not, he, like, I guess, like, wouldn't do anything to my vehicle. And I should have known. It was just to get me where I'm at now.
Why'd you go over to her house?
I didn't go. That's not her house.
Or that's his
That's
mom's,
his
right?
mom's house.
Why did you go back over there?
He was driving my vehicle.
He was driving your vehicle, so
And I even told him, like, you need to get my, because he parked the trailers across the street. I don't know if you saw the trailers that look abandoned, kind of. He parked my vehicle there. I was in my sister's car, and I told him, like, why are you parking my vehicle there? Just with my vehicle there, I'm already screwed, because they have cameras. I told him, get my vehicle out of there. Her Jeep was there. It wasn't until then I saw her Jeep there, and I told him, you need to get my vehicle out of there. I can't.
what about your mom? Why couldn't your mom move it?
Because my mom was in the passenger. James was the one driving. James parked in front of his mom's.
Okay.
He's the one that parked in front of him.
Yeah.
Not close.
So what I'm saying is obviously he gets out, he's gonna stay at his mom's, right?
Yeah, so my mom got in the vehicle, and that's when I told her, you need to get my vehicle out of there. 'Cause just having my vehicle there.
Yeah, that puts you in a situation where now it looks like you're there. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So that's why she left with my vehicle, because I told her, you need to get my vehicle out of here. I can't have my vehicle here.
So why did you feel you needed to go all the way over there with them for your vehicle?
Just got provoked.
Okay.
I let myself fall into what they wanted.
And unfortunately, like I told you, protected person can't violate their own restraining
Yeah,
order.
but I already have where she's like technically taking advantage of the restraining order. I already have a couple of things like.
Have you brought it up to a judge at all?
Not yet.
That's what you need to do then, is bring it up to a judge.
Yeah.
Because while this restraining order is in place, you get provoked, you go over there saying, I'm going to fight you, that's what's going to happen, unfortunately.
But
I believe it. We were there while you two were on the phone. I'm sure you didn't even notice. But we were listening to a conversation and we heard both sides.
But right then and there, how come she wasn't told, like, all right, now you're provoking her? Like, how come?
We told her to stop provoking you, and that's when she stopped talking. So I'm not sure what happened after we left. Obviously, I can't speak to that. So when you got over to his mom's house, you're probably pretty upset, huh?
I was upset, yeah. And then she brought in my kids.
Okay. So what did
She
when
provoked me.
you got there? What was she doing?
I didn't see her.
You didn't see her?
I didn't see her.
Okay.
I didn't get close enough to. I said, like, I know I'm not supposed to be here, but right now, like, you really provoked me. And she kept running her mouth, provoking me. Mentioned my kids. That's once she mentioned my kids is what really got me heated. And I was like, all right, now I'm not even thinking about the restraining order. Now I'm just like, all right, you're provoking me. You're calling for this.
Okay. Probably made you really upset, huh? Did you say anything to her by chance? Yeah.
We were both. I don't even remember what we were both saying, but it wasn't just me. We were both saying things to each other.
Okay. Alrighty, Alyssa. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Appreciate you talking to me. We'll get you over to the jail as quickly as we can. I just got prepared the arrest paperwork. But those are things that you need to bring up to the judge about this restraining order too.
Yeah.
Is that if
Because it hasn't been the first time. She's made false accusations that I was passing by her house. We had a court hearing because of that. Everything she provided for her evidence, the hearing officer, the one who took the case, I guess, the hearing over it, he didn't take anything because, one, She turned in a picture of a vehicle that wasn't even mine. She was trying to say it was mine, but it wasn't. There were certain details that I was able to tell that apart from my vehicle, and I told the judge, this vehicle has this and this, and my vehicle doesn't even have that. And the times when I would go with James to his mom's house, how they have cameras there, she wasn't even around. That's why I was taking him to his mom's and stuff, because she wasn't around. But because me and his sister aren't in good terms, when the court hearing was coming close, I guess she provided her with like footage of when I would go. So she tried to use that like to say that she was at the house, and it all got dismissed. Like she was trying to say that I was violating, and it got dismissed because the hearing officer didn't take her evidence. He told her like, this isn't. I guess basically it's not good enough. It's not her violating the restraining order. She's not violating because you're over there hiding your vehicle so that she could go to his mom's, and then you want to say that she's violating because she tried to say that one of the times she was there, but her vehicle was behind the house, and that's why. And he told her, well, if she doesn't know you're there, then she's not violating anything because she doesn't know you're there. She has to know you're there. So I do.
One thing I will let you know is I would just assume from here on out that she's at his mom's house. Just assume it. Don't put yourself in that situation. Don't go over there. If he's telling you to go over there, I'd just tell him, hey, look, man. If you guys need somewhere to exchange your kids too, if that becomes an issue, here, absolutely, here, sheriff's station.
I tried, but
you can even ask the judge when you get the custody arrangement to put in there that it needs to be exchanged in a public place or at a police station. Those are stipulations that some people do have, because obviously if you're having these issues, I don't want something. Yeah, I don't want this happening. And obviously, it looks like you were provoked, but unfortunately by statute, by statute, they can't violate their own, but you can, unfortunately.
But she's using it to her advantage, and she's just trying to provoke me to get me to where I'm at now, and stupidly I fell for it.
No, unfortunately. But. Alrighty, Alyssa, let me get your paperwork done, and we'll get you out of here.
Can I use the restroom or no?
Yeah, you can. Give me 1 second, and I'll get you away.